Hello, happy Oil Wise Wednesday. I am Melissa from Mel's Oil Wise, where we help you to be your happiest and healthiest you. We'll help you wherever you're at along your journey. And I go live Wednesdays at 3:45 to help you learn and grow, and we just kind of learn together. So I'm excited to have you here. As you're hopping on, let us know that you are watching live or watching the replay. Comment below. We'd love to hear that, and love to hear that you whether these are helpful or not and what you would like to hear. So when I got started with essential oils a few years back, I did not believe that they were going to work. I don't even know why I tried them originally, to be honest, because I was just super skeptical. We had some really amazing experiences. And so what happened was I said, we have got to share these with other people. And so that's how I got started kind of doing what I do. I just have a passion to help other people to learn about what essential oils can do for you. And so that's what we help you do. And I learn right along with you. So love that. I think it's awesome. Stick with me to the end today because I do have something pretty exciting to share with you, and I think you're going to want to hear it, and I think you're going to want to know more about it. So stick with me to the end. Today we're going to be talking about Cassia and Cedarwood. So let me know if those are oils that you already have. They may or may not be. They're not ones, to be honest, that I use a lot. Some of these kind of get tucked away and I kind of forget about them and don't use them as often because I just don't know what they're for. So I love to come on and help us to learn, if we do have those, what we can use them for, or if we have something that comes up with one of the things that we talk about that the oil is good for, we know that we can grab that Cassia that we have or get it and add it to our collection. So here is Cassia's the first one. And I love to smell them. Even if I know what they smell like it's just something I have to do. So it's an oil, you have to smell it. So there's Cassia. Let me tell you a little bit about Cassia. She, like how it's got girl properties, comes from the bark of the plant. It's steam distilled. So I don't know everything that there is to know about essential oils, not even close, y'all. So what I do is I love the Essential Life book. This is one of my resources that I love to turn to. And then I also get information right off of doTERRA's website. So it's going to tell me some great information about the different oils. So what I've started to do is just print them off. So I have them super handy for things like this. And it's going to give us some great information on there too. So it's steam distilled. Let me tell you about the top properties. It is good to support your body with decongestant, detoxifying. Some of these things I don't know if I'm supposed to say. So it's just going to help support those things in your body. It blends really well with ginger, Siberian fir, and wild orange. Love wild orange. So I'm thinking those two together would be really yummy. And what was I going to mention? Something else. Anyways, you can use Cassia all three ways. How do I know? We know that you can use them aromatically and topically. What about internally, Melissa? Can I use them? Glad you asked. If it says, this is only with doTERRA oils, if it says supplemental facts, I know it's backwards, but you can just kind of see a little bit. If it says supplemental facts, that looks kind of like a food label, right? If you see that on a doTERRA oil, you know that it's safe to use internally. So that is this Cassia right here. Typically, if you're using it internally, I typically think of it as a systemic effect. So you're helping a whole body system. We'll talk about that in just a moment. You do want to dilute it. It is good to dilute this oil. And how do we do that? We add a carrier oil, right? So something like fractionated coconut oil we use often to dilute our oils. It doesn't take away from the efficiency of the oil. It just helps it to cover a greater surface area, helps it absorb right into the skin. So super good to use a carrier oil, and especially with this Cassia oil. So let's talk some more about it. It's like a warm, spicy, almost has like a cinnamon kind of smell to it. It may promote healthy digestion when used internally, like we talked about. You could add it to water. We have veggie capsules that you could put that way and use it internally to help support healthy digestion. Also, when you're ingesting it, it's also good. Hey, Stacy. Good to support cardiovascular health. It's good for metabolic health and to help support a healthy immune function. So those are really good to know that about Cassia. Again, you can add it to water. You can make like a tea. You could add it to your tea, and it's probably going to be kind of a cinnamon kind of nice like taste to it. So that would be fabulous, I think. It's also a warming oil, has like an uplifting aroma. Stacy, do you have Cassia? Do you use Cassia at all? It's not one that I tend to grab, and so it's really good for me to learn more about it. It's also, I thought this was really interesting, it's one of the few essential oils mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible. It's noted for its unmistakable fragrance and calming aromatic properties. Cassia is a great oil to diffuse during the cold months, so we're kind of hopefully getting out of that, right? But it's still good to know, and that's because of that warming properties. Yeah, look into it. You'll have to hear some of these things that it's good for. Cassia should be diluted with a carrier oil. We talked about that one, applied to the skin. And it can be strong even when you're using it aromatically. So just note that when you're going to smell it. Cassia can be used in cooking as a replacement for cinnamon. That's super interesting. You could add it to pies. I think it would be really tasty, like with applesauce. And you can use it with, you can add it in for bread or any kind of entrees or desserts. So I thought that was really interesting. So it diffuses well with citrus blends. It's going to smell really good that way. Or also you could use like clover, ginger during the fall, wintry months, and that would be super yummy smell. Again, immune support it's going to be good for. You can use it for a massage. It's got like a warming sensation. So you can think about how you could use that a little bit. You could use 1 or 2 drops with lemon and water to help support healthy digestion and metabolism. And another one in here, it also said a drop of cassia with 2 drops of grapefruit. And so that would be really good to help support your metabolism, help with balancing sugar, helping balance your blood glucose, to help support that in your body. So good to know those things. So that's cassia. We're also going to talk about cedarwood. Cedarwood, I always think about as calming. It is a calming oil. And actually, if you're a customer, so like Stacy, you can actually get it for free this month with your loyalty rewards when you spend $125 PV. I love the loyalty rewards program because you can get so much for free. So cedarwood is a little bit more of a wood kind of smell. Let's see, what does it say? Woody scent, even it says. This one you don't use internally, and you know that because it doesn't say supplemental facts. So again, I know that's hard to read, but it's just going to talk about the ingredients, so cedarwood, and it's not intended for internal use. But it's great topically and aromatically. Great one to diffuse. So let's talk about a few things that it's good for. It actually naturally repels insects, and again, a comforting, relaxing environment. It's definitely a calming oil, and it's good for your skin too. It helps your skin to look healthy. So cedarwood has a grounding aroma. It's frequently used in massage. It's got clarifying properties again for the skin. So after a difficult day, diffused for a relaxing experience. You can add it into your facial routine. Adding it to your moisturizer or your toner would be really good for your skin. 3 or 4 drops in your diffuser. I would especially think of it at night it's just when I tend to think of it because of the calming. But anytime if you have just kind of like a rough day, you just need some kind of calm, cedarwood would be a great one to turn for that. And it does suggest diluting it. We almost always suggest that so that it's safest for your skin. Some people just have sensitive skin, so just putting a little bit of a carrier oil with it. If you ever had any kind of thing happen where your skin feels uncomfortable after you use an oil, just add a carrier oil right over top even. So if you have fractionated coconut oil, any kind of oil that you would have in your home, avocado oil, coconut oil, regular coconut oil, just rub it right over top and it's going to help that. So that's cedarwood. It is already found in Stronger, Anchor, Clary Calm, and TerraShield. TerraShield is our kind of bug repellent oil. So we know that. Anything else I wanted to add in? Some of these things I can't say the right way. Helps to support a good urinary system. So that's good to know, a lot of those things. So I did want to mention something super exciting, something I think is super exciting. We are actually going to have Rebecca Zelinka. So you might know her. Stacy, I'm sure you know. But she is going to actually come on to our page here and chat with me and tell us a little bit about her story. So if you are a customer, then you have seen her around our support group, but maybe you haven't heard her story before. So I think that is going to be super exciting. She is so, so sweet. So we're going to get her on live to tell how she got started with oils. And she's actually the one that helped introduce me to oils. So She has a really, really cool testimony about how God has used oils in her life. And so she's going to share some of those things with us. So that's coming up. I don't have a date for sure yet. It might be Saturday. It might be next week. I'll definitely let you know. So be looking for that. Super excited. So thanks for hopping on, Stacy. So good to see you. Talking about Cassia and Cedarwood. So have a great day.